9, 8.
You're watching
7,
Experience Comic Culture
6,
and Sales.
5,
Streaming live daily
4,
to Facebook, YouTube,
3,
Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
1, 0, -1. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys. I'm your boy, Chuck Pineau. You know what? I love whenever we're kind of getting started, I'm in the background and I see the notification for Triple T coming up. And I'm like, oh, dude, it's fun, man. It makes me feel like I'm sitting here ready to talk to all you guys. Meanwhile, they're telling the world Chucky's coming on. Dude, look at this already. We got Rayleigh here. We got Stevie B here. It's going to be such a good show. I got my good buddy Mike Williams here from the book Wild Oni. And Wendy's here. Wendy, you haven't been here for weeks. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Dude, we've missed her, haven't we? Dude, I know you guys all missed her fine, beautiful face. I know that's tough. We're not laughing at the fact that her face is or isn't fine. It's just that you guys don't see it. But yeah, we're going to have an absolutely awesome show, guys. So you know what? Enough of this crap. Enough of me. Mojo's in the house. We already got a packed house. Listen in. This is going to be a great interview. And then we got some sweet-ass trivia. Let's do it.
You'll make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
Mike, how you doing, bud?
That's some catchy music, man. I was dancing.
I know, right? Dude, they know how to bring it. I got to tell you, they know how to do it. How you been, man?
I've been so busy.
Oh, dude. I mean, that's what Kickstarter does to you, right? It
turns you into a marketing goblin.
Yeah, it kind of does. I would almost say it should also, on some levels, be called "kick you while you're downers," because
that's good.
I mean, you're working your ass off, and it just keeps on going. And the crazy thing, there's so much good, so much rough. Like, yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Well, it's so much different on the side that's like helps people service their Kickstarter to get it out, and then helps promote it like you do here on the show, among many other shows.
But that's the thing about you and I. We have a lot in common because we're both writer editors. We both also do shows and help promote people. We both work with Inked, and then we both actually put out our own stuff now and then.
Yep, and I also write for Geek Network, so I do a lot of.
Oh, that's right.
I do a lot of trying to reach out to independent creators who'd like to get books on the site for like review and stuff.
Yeah.
And, so that's been really helpful because they're trying to build up their brand as strictly comic oriented. So that's been a lot of part of the busyness that I've experienced. So it's doing that, and then getting roped in with Comics Illustrated with Mindy Willer and stuff. So a lot of stuff is taking place all at once, and it's like it's so crazy, but at the same time it's awesome. This is kind of where I need to be.
Isn't it nice every once in a while when you can those few moments where you can take a breath and you can go, okay, this is busy and crazy, but dude, this is cool. Like, look what's happening.
Be careful what you wish for, because when it happens, right. It happens fast.
100% and hard. Yeah, absolutely. So what got you? Oh,
I haven't even considered cons into the juggling equation of all this craziness yet.
Oh, yeah.
Forthwith coming as soon as the book goes to print.
Well, and where are you based out of, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm currently based out of Biloxi, Mississippi, on the coast.
Okay.
So
they got some good shows out that way.
I'm in a real good spot in between Fan Expo, New Orleans, and of course we have some shows in Atlanta like Dragon Con, but then there's Pensacon, and then there's MegaCon, and then if you go into Louisiana, you have things like game cons, like Mini Mobile Game Con, and then Fan Expo comes, and then Fan Expo is actually hosting an event this year at the Coliseum. I believe it's this month or in December. It's going to be the first con experience outside of the normal Mississippi Coliseum Coast Con, which happens in June.
Oh,
people are already already signing up for and stuff. So
Good. Cool. That's awesome, dude. Are you excited for shows?
I am, but I got my first taste at KaijuCon a year and a half ago, and maybe it's because I didn't have any of my own content. I was more or less promoting other people, and then Inked, and then offering services and kind of promoting my own podcast and stuff. So I got that first taste of fan interaction, and it just, I don't know if it's because I spent like all night angsting over it until 4 in the morning. Then I got an hour of sleep, got up, got everything ready, and then left. And I was just like super tired because I was super nervous about it. The table work is it's fun, but it's also difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
You
you don't bring someone with you, it's hard because you got to keep track of what's on the table, and you got to make money, and then you got to make money and talk, and then talk maybe to 2 or 3 people at a time, and then like, man, if you don't tag out for bathroom breaks and stuff,
yeah. No,
whew,
it's true. It's funny
it's a
because
rush. It's definitely a rush.
I'll often tell the creators I work with and whatnot, because they'll say, "Man, it's so hard to get people to come to the table and stuff. What's your suggestion?" I'm like, "Man, it's different for everybody. Like everyone has their own ways. But the one thing that I say that tends to help is no one came to this show for you and your
Yeah,
stuff. Your job is to make them regret that."
that's a good way to look
To
at it.
make them say, "Oh, damn, I wish I knew about this guy because this stuff is awesome." So that's what your job is. And I think that tends to kind of motivate people because that's all we're there to do is, I mean, mostly there is to show off our stuff. But speaking of our stuff, because we're already like 10 minutes in and we haven't even talked about Wild Oni. Can you tell us about Wild Oni?
Yeah, so Wild Oni is not this huge imaginable. I've been thinking about this since my 15th birthday. I got into comics via editing first, and then and an opportunity came up where I could do an ash can, right? So I was like, okay, what do I like the most? I like things like Ghost Rider and Duality and Nexus and all these other oddball things that nobody really appreciates, like Thrasher and all those other stuff. I was like, what do I want to tell a story about? And I'm like super big in like Japanese mythology and Eastern practices such as like Shinto and Buddhism. Not that I practice per se or anything like that, but I'm often find myself vexed and enthralled by the philosophy that has come out of that time period. And so I was like, what
Yeah.
if I do a duality story that's kind of like Ghost Rider meets Incredible Hulk, where Morichika is completely completely a historical character, but I'm it's just more of a fictional fantasy spin on that era, so I don't have to stay 100% with the history because it is incredibly hard to research Japanese history without a professional to back you up, and I don't want to get caught up in that cultural appropriation stuff. So it's just funner, really, which is a double negative. It's just funner to do a story that's based on something that you can also have room to wiggle around. It's kind of like what Frank Miller did with Ronin, right? And I've had that comparison from like the other stuff. So basically, Morichika is a real life historical person. He comes from the island of Tsushima. He represented a notorious clan family from the island of Tsushima during the Korean raids when Hideyoshi Toyotomi was the daimyo of Japan at the time, and their last push into Korea failed. And so, as a punishment, Morichika thinks that Toyotomi had his family murdered, and then they pretty much dumped him in the woods. There's an echo from a cave, and it's coming from a meteoric prison. And inside this meteoric prison is a primordial demon known as Oni, which is from the realm of Shinkai, which is where all of Kami comes from. It's a realm where yokai come from. Everybody who watches anime is familiar with that term, I'm sure. But he makes a pact that I'll save your life and give you the power of vengeance if you host me and release me from my prison. And basically, he doesn't understand what he just did. And so, because of that, he can now
Mm.
turn into this 9-foot hulking armored Odachi fire wielding samurai who has the power over the dead. Um, he basically pushes through every obstacle to get to vengeance. But Wild Oni also has his own ambitions outside of this. So he battled with a primordial salamander spirit, and there's this group of salamander ronin who kind of protect the world from this Shinkai realm, just in case the realm or the chains from Wild Oni is broken. And so that kind of comes into play around issue 2. What people don't know, and what I explained in the campaign page underneath the legend of Wild Oni, is that when he releases Wild Oni from the meteoric prison, he blurs the veil between Shinkai and the reality. So all these portals start popping up all over Japan and Korea and China and the island of Tsushima and smaller islands, and these yokai just start pouring out. So afterwards, it's like, I want to release this demon from myself, but I also need to save the world too. And he can't save the world without Wild Oni. So the obstacle he has to come to terms with is he's got to find a way to work with this Oni spirit in order to save the world, while also stopping Wild Oni from, getting his ambition. And then there's like a super huge plot twist in this that involves his wife, who we all think he's dead, and whom we all think that Morichika is from the same time period, when it may in fact not be at all. So
Wow. There's a lot going on.
The scope of there will be a lot going on. This one kind of sets. Up how he Wild Oni is basically what the issue 1 goes, and then from there we go straight into everything. Like, I'm not the type of storyteller that sits in the dramatic setups like Disney Plus Marvel series do, where it's like 4 episodes before you get to Daredevil's suit, right? So I've explained this, and now we're going to launch straight into all the cool stuff, like the Ronin, the Salamander, what Hideyoshi Toyotomi is about to do with the Imperial set up. There's going to be a lot of things going on. So it's going to go from issue 1 to issue 8, which is 2 issues extended from its original series pop.
Okay, so you do have it a finite thing planned out for 8 issues?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Is there any consideration of going beyond that, or?
I'm glad you asked. Currently, right now, I have a character that I published first before Wild Oni. His name is the Iron Jaguar. I've published him in the Powerverse. I published him with Champion Comics. He got a cover spot in Coalition Comics, and I also wrote a 4-page short story with Tony Cottrell in his Titan Man issue 5, which isn't out yet, but it should be coming out soon. And I did that to set that up. Now, I was originally going to do a Origins for Iron Jaguar as a graphic novel, not just a issue by issue. And Wild Oni kind of bumped that out with the with the budget that I had to spend on issue 1. So what I did is I went ahead and drafted out that story, and I started making anthologies in novella and novel formats. And so I've recruited about 6 or 7 writers that are working on character stories for Iron Jaguar and the surrounding universe that he kind of dwells in, which is right here on the coast. And we're building up characters using anthologies. And next year, I'm going to release that novel anthology that's going to feature a character called Wild Shinobi, which post Wild Oni, way into our modern day age, the sword that Morichika uses to release Wild Oni from him and put him back in his prison and kind of rebalance the world as you have it, ends up getting fractured into shards. And so Ichi is a character that's going to debut in issue 2. You get to kind of experience her at the end of issue 1 through vague blade-like whispers. And it's the character Wild Shinobi is the descendant of Ichi, which is the niece of the guy who runs the Ronin Salamander. So, hundreds of years into the future, there's a character protecting the sword that can also bring back Wild Oni, and he fights a Yakuza-like organization called the Crimson Oni Clan, which is going to debut in another series later on called Tutsuguri, which is a word in the Japanese culture that they used for people who got brand new katanas. The Tutsuguri is a word defined by thugs and thieves who used brand new swords to cut victims. and they usually did it 1,000 kills would validate them as like a sword wielder, a
Wow.
serious. So that's something I wanted to explore later on. So this is very planned out, like from like
Right? Yeah.
1800s all the way to modern day age. I plan on walking back over the course of my writing career. So there's a
Dang.
lot of thought put in.
That's really cool. So if you were going to pitch this at a show or something, like a one sentence pitch, what would Wild Oni, how would that be pitched out to somebody?
The 30-second picture. The elevator
Yeah.
pitch.
Elevator pitch. Yeah. The someone is there ready to publish, and if you don't get that out, they're gonna close the door and walk away. What are you saying?
Okay.
Way to put him on the spot. I know.
Wild Oni is a dark samurai fantasy that depicts a samurai who releases an Oni demon from a meteoric prison that rages brimstone and hellfire across Japan, Tsushima, and China in hopes for revenge, but also seeks to redeem himself.
Sweet. All right, dude.
That probably needs work, but
it needs work, but it's a good start, especially for being put on the put out there like that. So no, definitely, I would say definitely work on it, but you have a really good start, because that sounds like you've got, anytime you've got really cool ideas like you've got, you're already halfway there. Now you just got to put them all together and turn them in, and you're an editor. You know how to do this. Like,
yeah. I let you test my own idea, by the way, because even Stephen King says anybody can have an idea, but it really depends on how the idea can actually hold up when you actually have to go into it and add depth. So I wrote down a bunch of ideas before I did a comic, and then I put it in a drawer, just like he advises everybody else to do when they write a chapter of a novel. And then a couple weeks later, I pulled it out and I picked this one because I felt like the duality of the internal and external conflict with this character has more to offer a reader than just some cool character on a cover who can do really cool things, which is what we see in the superhero genre all the time, right? I believe Chuck Dixon refers to the echoes, which are fine. Those characters are cool. Those types of writers write those types of characters because people want to be entertained, and that's basically what comics is. I'm just not the type of writer to also entertain. I want to offer something more to the reader, because when I was growing up, those types of stories that I read, sometimes it'd be cop out. Like I would see a really cool cover, I'd read the back of it, and I'd go into it, I'd read it, and I'm like, not what I thought it was going to be, but it was really cool. And then there were other times where I pick up stuff and I'm like, wow, that was way more than I thought it was going to be. And I was like, I'm going to write stuff. Like, I want to.
Did you have a hard time going from editor to writer as far as getting the project done and feeling like you were happy with the finished project? It's a little easier, I find, as an editor to be able to be like, to look at something and go, cool, I'm happy with what you've got here. I think we've done everything we can do, and I'm good to send it off to art. How was that for you as a writer?
I did everything you're not supposed to do. I edited my first issue. We talked about this when you were on the show with Wendy, and we were talking about her book that was on Kickstarter. I was like, I probably shouldn't have done that, but I needed to do that because I especially learned best by trial and error. Probably the best thing. But I felt like it was as good as it was going to get, because I know as an editor, if you touch the thing too much, the thing becomes not the thing anymore. So at some point you have to be like, here, just take it. Just take it away.
So hard.
Just take it. I'm done. It's good. And from the writer-editor like convention of it, it's just like I edited the whole thing the whole time I was writing. So the writing process took a little longer. Now that I've been working short stories for prose style, I have trained myself not to worry about those commas or to worry about those, prepositions at the end of sentences, like ending a sentence with an of, or not having tags in your dialogue, because I know I can go back and do that. And that's kind of helped my script writing, because now I can just go in and add some description and not worry about it. And it's hard for me because I have like I have Grammarly turned on in my Google Word to help me out for quick stuff. And so it's constantly gaslighting you with red underlines, and it just pulls your eye away from like the wait, what a minute, what did I do wrong? And so I feel scolded the whole time. I'm a kid at Catholic school, and I'm not saying this verse right. And so I feel like the primarily smack on the hand, and I have to look up, fix it, and then go on, which took extremely long. Now I turn Grammarly completely off, especially since they started throwing ads for like, if you got the free version, every 10 or 12 clicks, it brings you to a whole new tab, and they're like, buy my stuff. And I'm like, oh, dude, you're dirty. That was dirty. So I had to go in there and turn it off the bar.
So we have someone here. I don't think we've ever had him on the show before. This is Beckerman. He says, well, you sold me just back to Kickstarter. So that's freaking awesome. And last I heard, you were at, now obviously because of Beckerman, it's changed, but you were at around 94% funded or so?
Yeah, I had an internet outage yesterday, and that made me so mad because I didn't get to share. I didn't get to follow up emails. I was waiting on an email from Tyler Main, who had reached out to me yesterday about sharing out the link. And so he was going to get Renee to back it. And so I wasn't able to call him back. And so when I logged in this morning after the outage was over and they turned the service back on, I saw that it went from, I think it was like 920 something to like 946. And I'm like, let's go, bro.
Yeah.
I was super excited. Now I have to walk myself back because, we've been doing a lot of Kickstarters over the last couple of years with Inked. And so I've seen this, like, if you get overzealous and you celebrate too early, someone's going to cancel. And then when it's time to fund, someone pulls out or doesn't, process their payment. So I'm trying to remain calm and keep on keeping on. But I still have 18 days left, which is a pretty healthy day count. And I'm almost positive that I'm going to fund and I'm going to keep it. I feel like my concept and the way it looks is just, it's of high quality. And I don't foresee people like backing out. At least that's what I'd like to think.
Yeah. Dude, that's cool. Okay, you know what? I have something then. This is something I'm going to do for you because you're so close. So guys, here's what's up. He was at 94%. Beckerman, thank you. I don't know where you're at now, but obviously you're higher than that. So what I'm going to say, guys, is if during this show, so before 9:00 Eastern, this bad boy funds, I'm going to send all of you guys who have been watching tonight, so everybody who played the trivia and whatnot, I'm going to send all of you guys a copy or a digital copy of my novel, Essence House. So if you guys want to go on there, share it around. You don't have to have actually done anything to make it happen as far as, actually put money into it, because I know we don't all have money. But if you guys can at least share it out, show it off. If we can get this funded by the end of the hour, I will send all of you guys a copy of my novel. That's what's up.
That's awesome, man.
Dude, the funding time is over. Let's get on to stretch goals. That's all I'm worried about.
Good ones too. Your boy Sean Barber hooked me up with chibi stickers.
Oh, dude, and he does such great work. I love all my stickers.
Oh, I love them so much. In fact, I told him, I was like, I love your stickers so much, bro, that I'm gonna get you to do onomatopoeias, and I'm gonna make like a chibi sticker thing. Like people can create their own little scenes with the chibi stickers. And I got him to do 3, well, actually 2, but he sent me 3. So Kogasai, which is the wife of Morichika, he did a special one for Monty Michael Moore's cover. And then he did one of the Jeff Muth and Dan Kemp cover, which is what I call Wicked Oni. He did a special one for that, which is really fun because it's like there's like this red moon in the background and there's like these little blocks set up kind of like a Japanese tower. And the chibi stickers, they look so kid-like. It's so funny. So he's whacking it with his sword. And he did that one for the metal cover tier that I have on the campaign. But they're so awesome.
Dude, that's so badass, man. I'm so happy for you. Guys, again, get out there. You know what we always say here. Please share out the book, show it off. We already have the link up there. JD's already put it up there. I'm sure he'll put it up again. But share it off, show it off. If you guys like it, like our boy Backerman, Dude, or Beckerman, I mean, jump on, check it out. It sounds like an absolutely awesome tale. Like I said, if it funds in by the end of this hour, you're all gonna get a copy of my novel. You've got a great prize coming if you play the trivia. Because what do you got for us today, Mike?
Man, I got some cool stuff. So I edited a couple books for SHP Comics. One of them is called The Killing Machine. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see.
Yeah, it's disappearing in the green screen.
I don't even know where that came from. Anyway, I got The Killing Machine and I got Wood Stake. You can kind of see that. That one's really
Okay.
cool. It's
Yeah, I can see that one.
Vampire at Woodstock. And then I have this really cool 11 by 17 poster. Giving 5 of these away on the campaign, just from going from 1 to 25. And I have 3 of these left to give away.
Dude, so you've got one that, are you giving away one of those for our winner tonight?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Do that. All 3 of those.
What was that, Wendy?
What was the first book you mentioned?
What was the first book you mentioned?
It's my bad. It's called The Killing Machine. Book 1
So we
of
have-
the Hand of.
So we have The Killing Machine, Bloodstake, and then the awesome poster.
Yeah, Wood Stake, and then the 11 by 17 poster.
Awesome. Dude, okay. Thank you so much for coming out. We're going to push the crap out of this. Let me know if you fund, or even hop into the stream if you want. Like, you can hop onto the YouTube and let us know. But, pardon?
I have it open.
Okay, yeah. Let us know if you fund, and I'll make that happen, all right?
Awesome, man.
Thank you so much, man. Congratulations. I know you're going to kill it. I'm so excited to read it. Guys, it's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to, oh, yeah, see? Rayla's already out there sharing. She wants her book. She knows what's up. Thank you so much, hon. You're awesome. Mike, dude, anytime, hit me up. I love hanging out with you. Yeah, Beckerman, there is a contest. Stick around. I will explain all about the trivia right after these awesome messages.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out. Twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code.
Comic Collectibles is a pretty straightforward show. You got Rex here, he sells the comics, and you got Rockin' Robbie, he knows about the comics. And finally, John, well, no one really knows what John does. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great guy, but he just keeps showing up. Come to think of it, I don't even really know how he gets in here. Anyway, awesome comics, rare books, rarer signatures, slabbed books, and amazing cover sketches by Ken Hazer and others. Simple formula, you want the comics, you buy the comics. To sum up, Rex sells the comics, Robbie knows the comics, and John, who might possibly be a ghost. I mean, seriously, has anyone ever seen him show up or leave? Comic Collectibles with Rex and John, Mondays from 6 to 8 Eastern on The Experience. Comic Culture and Sales.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
What's up, everybody? Beckerman asked an amazing question. He said, they said, so there's a contest? Yeah, there is a contest. This show is a contest. What we do is we always have our interview for the first half, and then in the second half, we do trivia. a fun game of trivia, and there's always prizes. Usually there's prizes, or often there's prizes for everybody who plays. Sadly, tonight we weren't able to do that. But there is a prize for first place. They'll be winning that prize pack that Mike talked about. Anybody can win that. So what we do is we'll be asking about 10 trivia questions. Whoever gets the right answer first gets 3 points. Second gets 2 points. Everyone else who answered in that round gets a point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins, and they get the prize pack. We always ask, please don't use Google, because we will be giving you hints, because all we want is for you guys to get the answers. So
Plus, we're moving along. And
yeah, exactly. We're trying to make it move quick. So please do, that'll do it that way. Stevie B said, depressed, started frying chicken cutlets and figured someone else would be home by now to take over so I could play trivia. No such luck. Have fun, everyone. Well, you know what, man? I get it. And so what I am going to say is we don't have the prize for everybody, but because you were here, if Wild Oni does fund within this hour, I'll make sure you get a copy of my book as well, because you were here, you wanted to be here, you're part of the family. Pardon?
CBB Junior is on.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then Stevie B Jr. might be able to win it too. Yeah, okay. Surprise! That's great. Yeah, and thank you, Rayla. I love when you do that. Funny answers do get 2 points, so have fun, everybody. Let's frickin' do this. Wendy, how you doing? It's so good to see you on the show.
I know. I feel like it's been forever.
I was like, am I gonna have to start doing this alone? I don't like this. It's better it's better with you. And guys, just so you're aware, it is tough doing the show alone. The last 2 weeks, because I've had to do them alone, I do have the winners. They will get their stuff. Wendy and I haven't dealt with that yet because I'm terrible, and Wendy is what keeps the game going. Are we sure that Wendy's not a ghost? We're not sure. But, and it'd be awesome if I was married to a ghost. I mean, there'd definitely be some cons, but it'd be awesome too. Anyways, Wendy, you ready for some frickin' trivia?
I'm ready.
Let's do it up. All right. Question number 1.
Number 1. What former Canadian rock trio, after playing in the Taylor Hawkins tribute concerts, has announced a possible return after losing one of their members in 2020?
Ooh. I love this one. And of course, I love the band.
The Wendigo.
What's that?
Pastor Michael said more like a Wendigo.
Okay, that's pretty great. Oh, dang. We already have answers. And correct ones at that. You guys are good. Oh, Eddie Haskell's here too. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got
to make me work tonight.
Yeah, they do. So Mojo was in first with the 3 points. Eddie's got the 2, and then Rayla, Stevie B, Beckerman, Lyle, Pastor Michael. Oh my gosh, we got such a solid group here. And remember, everybody, you're already commenting, but make sure to like the stream and share it out, please. I know you don't want the competition, but it's already here, and everybody's going to be winning something. So share it out. The bigger the game gets, the better prizes we can offer in the future. Because, of course, we'll be able to get bigger and bigger guests, which we've got some pretty good ones coming up. And we've already had some great ones. So, yeah, let's keep it going. Wendell, are you ready for question 2? Or?
Yeah, I'm just making sure I got everybody.
Okay.
Okay, I got everybody. All right, number 2. Which actor has reportedly been cast to play Reed Richards in the MCU?
Ooh, I love this.
This is recent because there's been lots of rumors.
Yeah, it just came up actually like 3 or 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is Wendy made the question, but I didn't hear her because I was working away and listening to music. And then I said to her, "Hey, did you hear this?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's my question number 2." I'm like, "Oh, dang, okay." And guys, holy crap, you guys are all over it today. We might have to slow down because these guys are getting the questions so quick. It is Pedro Pascal. Nicely done. And again, guys, spelling is not a big deal because I know you're trying to type fast. Mojo came in first again. Beckerman right behind with the 2 points. Rayla's got points. Stevie B Jr. Pastor Michael. Pardon?
Oh, never mind.
What were you saying?
It flipped on me.
Yeah, it'll do that. Yeah, Lyle got some. Yeah, your typo totally counts, Mojo. Always
Yeah.
counts. Yeah, I I hate that stuff where people are like, you have
We
to
do what
spell
you
it
meant.
right. I'm an editor. As long as I know what you're trying to say, it's good, man. That would be so lame.
Well, that was a good one. Like nobody even got the wrong answer. Everybody just got the right answer.
Oh, that's
cool.
interesting. JD, did you see what JD just said? They've-
No, because I'm still reading answers.
Okay, well, you keep doing that. I'll read it to you. JD said they've pulled back on that announcement a bit. It's confirmed that he's been signed, but not that he has been cast as Reed. I think he'd be a solid Reed.
Well, that's why I say it's a rumor.
Yeah,
There's been so many rumors about the Reed Richards character, so
yeah, totally. I think he would make for an exciting.
yeah, I think so.
I think he'd do good. Yeah,
I agree.
he's not as nerdy, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he's a little straight
Well-
laced.
Yeah.
He's
What?
funny.
Yeah. Oh, he's hilarious.
Richards is not necessarily a funny character.
Not so much, yeah. It's funny, guys, because you guys got that answer so fast. And when he was going to say, what, The Last of Us and Mandalorian actor? And I was like, they don't need that. They'll get it, and we'll be able to give clues, but that will give it to them. So, yeah, you guys proved me right. Question number 3, perhaps?
Yep. Number 3. Which video game franchise's third installment has been nominated as Game of the Year in 2023? The first game being released in 1998.
1998. And we played those games. I don't know if you played them as much, but I played the crap out of the first and second, and I almost said the name of it.
That's not Pedro Pascal.
Pardon?
Michael Williams asked him who's going to be Moon Knight, but Pedro didn't play Moon Knight.
Yeah, no, that was
The one that played. He's in Star Wars.
he was in Star Wars. I almost said something terrible. I was like,
There you
the
go,
other
Oscar
Latin
Isaac.
actor. Yeah, Oscar
there's
Isaac.
Oscar
Yeah.
Isaac.
Oh my gosh. Oh, canceled. Yeah. Not Spider-Man. Oh, if only it was Dragon Age Mojo. Not Mario.
Well, the Dragon Age didn't come out in 2023.
Yeah, I know. If only. Mario, dude, Mario's got like 500 billion. But someone does have the correct answer so far.
Yes.
And actually, yeah, we've got. Okay, everyone's got it now. That's right, boys. It is Baldur's Gate, which was an absolutely amazing game, and
Well, I mean,
I'm
the
really
first
excited
one.
for. I want to read this or play this new one. I always get those confused, like Matt Damon and not Matt Damon. Matt Damon and Matt Dillon. Yeah, I remember people getting those ones mixed up a lot back in the day. Not so much anymore because Matt Dillon doesn't really have a career. Eee. Pong. We got to see an uptick of Pong, some new Pong games. How are those scores looking so far?
Okay. We definitely have someone that's, like definitively in the lead, but it's still
Anybody's
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
still
we're only on
anyone's game
question
at this
3,
point.
right? We just finished question 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Pong movie. Would be awesome, Mike. Mojo said I haven't even.
Everybody in the audience would be in the theater, be sitting there going this.
Yeah, just everyone going. Huh? Oh, look at him go!
Oh,
By the end, everyone would be like, "Oh, the movie was good, but crap."
Kevin Smith.
Directed by Kevin. Oh, that'd be funny. There'd be a lot of weird conversations in the middle. Mojo said, "I haven't even played any of the series, dude. Totally. If you're an RPG guy or a D&D guy, totally worth checking out. Great series. Loved it. And I don't think you have to have played the earlier ones to enjoy this newest installment. So, yeah, go ahead. 2 points for Pong. Yeah, Pastor, that was funny. I'll give you the 2 points. Absolutely. Pastor Mike gets 2 points for that one because it was a great answer. Wendy, are we on question 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What popular comic reader app will be inaccessible as of December 4th,
Oh,
as it will merge with Kindle?
to be fair, that comic reader app has it was great, and then it sucked for the last year. Once,
so that's a big deal.
Once Amazon, well, it's a big deal because so much of us were making some money off of it.
Yeah.
And Amazon took it over and just tanked it, just did terrible by it. See, people know what's up.
And I said comic reader app, but it's also comics, novels, and manga.
Well, and digital comics, especially.
Yeah. Well, and books, graphic novels.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But we did have Rayla came in right away with the correct answer. Mojo came in with the second. And guys, you can we have a couple people just putting up question marks. Matt Dillon was just in an Apple TV show called High Desert. Yeah, JD, the fact that you had to tell me that means his career's not doing as well as maybe it should be. That's like being like, oh yeah, this random writer, they just put out a Harlequin novel. If you have to tell me, they're probably not doing that great. Was he in that? I don't know what Asteroid City is. So again, but somebody is a closet Matt Dillon fan though, JD. It was such a pain, right, Beckerman? Yeah, and dude, it was really good before, and then they took it and just went to crap. But yeah, Comixology is that. Do you want to do one more, Wendell, and then we'll go to break?
Yep.
Okay. We got another question coming on. I know what Astro City was. Yeah, totally. That was a good one. Go ahead, Wendell.
All right, number 5. What is a demon known as in Japanese folklore?
Ooh, and because most of you guys watched the interview and know what book we're talking about, you should totally know this answer and be able to throw it up, especially since it's only 3 letters. So it should be able to come up pretty quick.
Oh, wow.
Bam. Yeah, look at that.
All
See?
popped up all at
pop,
once.
pop. Yeah, they did. Yeah, Mike Williams raises an eyebrow. Yeah, man. Those flew up right away. Rayla answered twice. She was so
I know.
on it. But you can't get 6 points. You don't get 3 or 3 and 2, Rayla. We're not doing that. But Rayla gets the 3 points, it looks like. Stevie B gets the 2. And then everybody else gets a point. Oni. Yep. Mojo's like, sheesh, I was slow on that. I don't know if you were slow on that or everyone else was super fast. It was the latest Wes Anderson movie. Oh, the latest Wes Anderson movie I saw was that one on Netflix with Benedict Cumberbatch. It's like 39 minutes, but it was fun. But Wendy's giving me you gotta can speed up, man, because
we gotta go to break.
We got more stuff to do. So you know what, man? Stick around, watch these awesome commercials. We'll be right back so you guys can win that awesome prize. See you in a minute.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
And we're back. Yeah, Pastor Mike, I agree. Benedict Cumberbatch actually probably would have made, in my mind, a better Reed Richards than Pedro, but I'm still excited either way. And it's still not for certain, but yeah, I agree. And maybe it's not that the commercials are louder than me. Maybe I'm being quiet today. Not likely. No, I'm used to having to shout to the back of the audience. So yeah, I'm always loud. Cool. Wendy, you ready for question 6?
I'm ready.
And just so you guys are aware, especially the top 3, tight, very tight, within 2 points for the top 3, right?
Yep.
And then everybody else, it's still like we're only halfway through. It's anybody's game. So let's freaking go. Let's make this happen. Michael is still doing air drums along with the intro backstage. That's hilarious. Michael, let us know how the Kickstarter is. Everybody keep sharing it around. Hopefully we get up to that funded mark. Question 6. Let's do it, Wendy.
All right, number 6. When was Israel officially named an independent state?
Israel's been in the news an awful lot. And of course, we're not going to take sides or talk about anything, but at least we could look into it a little bit. So when did it officially become a state? Eddie Von B, so good to see you, man. I heard your news. I'm so sorry about you, buddy. Much love to you, the whole family. A lot of love to you, man. If there is a prize that goes out to everyone today, Eddie, you'll be getting it too. So, yeah, man, much love to you. We do have a correct answer, and we have a number 2. It was the summer of '69. Oh, Rayla's going for that, the 3-point or the 2-point funny. Good call, hon. And you know what? Because it's a Bryan Adams song and he's from Canada, I will give you the 2 points for that, hon. Beckerman got the 3 points. Stevie B got the 2 points. It is 1948. That's when it all went down. And Stevie B just starts throwing out every freaking answer he can. There's the Kickstarter link. Yeah. Yeah, of course, Eddie. We do much love from all of us here, man. What's the question? Okay, so right now, Wild Oni is at $955 out of the 1,000. We want to get it all the way up to the 100%, to the 1,000. So if we get there by the end of the show today, all of you guys will get a copy of a digital copy of my novel. Doing everything we can. Yeah, you got to cast a wide net. Wendy, question number 7. Let's do it.
All right, number 7. Which the social network supporting actor has been accused of cannibalism?
Cannibalism, dude. Not one you hear an awful lot. Sexual misconduct, drugs, all this stuff. Yeah, we hear that from celebrities. We hear that from all sorts of people. Cannibalism? And not a major star either. In fact, okay, so I wouldn't normally know this star's name. Not Mark Zuckerberg. No, it's the actor from the one of the actors from the movie. Mike's got drawn tears. If you want to get your head chopped up off at issue 2. Oh, cool. Oh, dude. Yeah, we already have a correct answer. Holy cow, that's funny. And we got the 2-pointer. So everybody else, jump on the Pastor Mike. Are you kissing my butt?
He's getting 2.
He's getting the 2, all right. Yeah, he is. Nicely done, Pastor. Stevie B gets the 3 points. Rayla gets the 2. And Stevie B, I know you didn't Google it because you spelled it wrong. I love that.
And it was fast.
And so did,
And it was fast.
He was, well, no, yeah. I mean, yeah, he did good. It's Army Hammer. Yeah, that's right, Eddie Hammer. No, it's Army. Armie.
Yes, he still gets it.
We all know that famous Hollywood star, actual cannibal, Shia LaBeouf. Is Shia LaBeouf a cannibal?
That's it.
Huh. I mean, I
Are you
wouldn't
gonna
be
believe it? Just because
surprised.
JD said
What?
that Shia LaBeouf's a cannibal.
Yeah. You know, JD, he likes to push the envelope. No, I've never seen. You've never seen it? Oh, now JD's gonna send me a video or something of him eating a dude. All right, question number what?
8.
7 or 8? 8. Let's do it.
Number 8. Name a code name that Carol Danvers has used in the comics that does not include the word Marvel.
Ah, we watched the Marvels the other day and we freaking loved it. So I hope you guys go check it out too. Army Hammer out here
I love
eating
Campbell
people these
soup.
days. Guess he's trying to get his notoriety up for an Oscar in the future. I mean, that's one way to do it, right? Oh, you guys all went to the same one, but you are right. That's right, guys. It is binary. Binary is one of them. The other one, my favorite, was Warbird. I loved her as Warbird. But yeah, binary. So we've got Beckerman here for 3 points. Beckerman, you're having a good second half so far. Stevie B did the 2. Everybody else gets 1. Yeah, see, Beckerman comes in with the Warbird. Oh, and now we've got the YouTube video for Shia LaBeouf. Thank you. All right. Question number 9.
Yep.
Number 9. Let's do it.
Which country or civilization invented the use of ink for writing?
Can we give Eddie 2 points for Super Slut?
Sure.
Why not? He came in late, but Super Slut is great. Oh. Anyways. Oh. Warbird is the era where she did go very Tony Stark during that era. And we got some good. Okay. Yeah. All right.
We got our 3 and 2.
We got our 3 and 2. It is China. So Rayla's got the 3 and Lyle, my dude Lyle's got the 2 points. Beckerman right behind with China? Question mark. Eddie says Australia. So close, buddy. So close. And now we're on question 10.
Yep.
All right, guys. Last question. Let's do it up. Question number 10, Wendy. Bring it.
All right, number 10. What upcoming Ryan Gosling movie is based on a 1980s TV show of the same name?
When we went to go see the Marvels, we actually got to see this trailer. And it looked fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta have ink down under. Yeah, you did, Mojo. And I mean, we can't win them all, right? We got a correct answer coming right away. Not Knight Rider. And we do have the 2-pointer as well. So everybody just give us answers so everyone can get points. It is Fall Guy. Who's it? Lee Majors played him in the original, right, Wendy? In the TV show?
Yep.
So yeah, everyone make sure to get your answers in so we can make it happen. Oh, excuse me. Guys, what you were playing for tonight is that great package that was brought out by our good dude, Mike Williams. You only have a short period of time, like 3 minutes, to go and try to make sure that thing funds so you guys get your extra books. You forgot Gosling exists. That man is a Canadian treasure. He's not the Canadian treasure. That's Ryan Reynolds, but he is one of ours. You're related to Lee Majors, really? JD says, whenever they mention Jonathan Majors, I thought he was memeing, or what is it? I think it's Lee Majors. That's hilarious. I can't unsee him in pink shorts as Ken. Yeah, I feel that. So yeah, he's got those 2 awesome books. It was what, Woodstake and Warmish? No. Did you have them written down?
Yeah, Woodstake and the Killing Machine.
The Killing
and then
Machine.
The poster.
And then the Oni poster. So yeah, man, whoever got first place tonight, Wendy's working that out right now. Have we hit? I thought Justin Bieber was no. Justin Bieber is not. He was an excellent singer and a great little kid, and then America took him and ruined him. So that one's on you guys. Chuck, I sent you a message via Facebook concerning past prizes. I'm not a big social media guy, so want to make sure you got it. Hey Stevie, I'll check my my Facebook out. And try to track that down. I haven't been great with Messenger lately, but yeah, man, I'll get onto it. He is also a cannibal, no doubt. Wendy, do we have our winner? Wendy,
yes, I'm sorry, I'm laughing at JD.
Nick, JD.
Yes, this week's winner is Rayla.
Oh, Rayla, coming out in the clutch, doing great. Tommy Hunter.
There was
guys
a tie for second place.
Actually, I have Tommy Hunter's story, but that'll have to happen another day. You blame it. Oh, yeah, you bring it, Eddie. It is definitely America's fault. Guys, thank you so much. Register there for your prizes. If it hits, we're going to make it poster. Oh, the poster sign. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Mike. It was so great having you on the show. Everybody check out Wild Oni. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Guys, you're freaking wicked. Beckerman, this happens every week at the same time. Come on out next week. We're going to be talking to another awesome person, and we're going to be giving you more prizes. Right after this, we've got Comics 360, and then after that, my boy Henri, and you might just see me there. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. My name is Chuck, and I give a fuck. See you next week.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.